City Mohawks. Your starters for Mason City tonight. At defense, number 25, Nick Schultz. At the other defense, number 45, Jackson Wickman. At forward, number 44, Sam Butler. At the other forward, number 43, Ty Fisher. At the other forward, number 27, Nick Howell. And starting in net, 55, Eric McHenry. Coaches for Mason City, the head coach is John Lloyd. The assistant for Brad Briggs and Ethan McKenzie. Starting for your Des Moines Oak Leafs. At defense, number 7, Dylan Warwick, a junior from Johnston. Starting at D, number 33, Levi Butler, senior from Valley. Starting at forward, number 3, Tyler May, junior, Valley. Starting at the other forward, number 29, Ryan Dunn, a senior from Dowling. At the other forward, number 36, Carter Hobbs, a senior from Dowling. And starting in net tonight for your Des Moines Oak Leafs, number 35, Jack Evans, junior from Dallas Center Grimes. Your Oak Leafs coaches today are Robbie George and Derek Hinder. Please rise for the national anthem.
Okay, here we go. Varsity action. Des Moines Oak Leafs, Mason City Mohawks.
Our referees for today's game. The head referee is Eddie Gill. Doing the lines today is Troy Dubay and Colin Becker.
Experienced crew out there.
Very
reffing the game,
experienced.
huh, Coach? You've seen them a few times, my guess is. All right, see if the Leafs can keep it going. Off to a great start. Mason City comes to town. They're looking for their first varsity victory. Leafs will open from right to left. Butler and Warwick on defense. It's Hobbs, Dunn, and May at forward, and Jack Evans, the DCG junior goaltender. That's how the Leafs will start it. Mason City be coming back at you from left to right in all black. Red numbers with white outline. What are you looking for early in this one, Coach?
Well, I'm looking for us to be able to just set the tone and be able to win the draw, set up in our offensive zone, and set the tone of letting Mason City know, hey, this is the style that we're going to play, and this is what we're going to continue, and just continue to put pressure on the goaltender. He's 0-4, 0-3 on his 3 starts, and giving up a little over 6 goals a game. So we just got to continue to put pressure on that goaltender.
And here we go, varsity action underway. Very first period, controlled by Mason City in their defensive zone. Play catching up quickly, turned over by May, one-timer. Quick shot there by Hobbs off a steal by May. We'll get an offensive zone face-off. Happened to the right of the goaltender.
And that's what we want. 11 seconds into the game, get our first shot. Just continue to put that pressure, get in the offensive zone, and let's see how many more shots. If we can get 3 more shots of just this line in this first part of the period, it'd be really good to set in the tone.
Steered onto the corner, confronted by May, the junior left-hander from Valley. That's Hobbs. Kept in by Butler at the point. It's done. Shovels to May. crossing route. He wanted Hobbs, who was crashing, unable to get there. Mason City now controls and sends it out of the zone. So she'll escape the zone, come all the way back down. We'll get an icing and a stop and play at the 16:26 mark in the very first period. Leafs, Mason City Mohawks.
So I like so far what the Locals are doing. We're just be able to kind of move the puck around, creating things, but just continue to throw things at the net to see if we can get a bounce.
That's Hobbs on the draw. Right off the draw with a shot. They'll do the same thing again. To the right of the goaltender. That's Hobbs, May, and Dunn on the front line. Butler and Warwick on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice. Just underway here in the first. That's May. To the point to Butler. One-timer deflected momentarily by Hobbs in front. Now sent to the wing. Kept in on a good back check there by Hobbs. Now finally steered outside of the zone where Warwick could control it. He's the right-hander from Johnston. To Butler, the left-hander from Valley. Starting pass wanted Dunn. Unable to connect. And they'll try it again. This is Warwick. To Butler. Outlet. Tipped in, chipped in by Dunn, and the racing one goes to work behind the net, the left-hander. Dunn stops. On all fours now, shoveled in front. Wanted May, who had just barely left the crease. Now Merrick enters the fray, and he's tucked in on the short side. We'll get another whistle and a stop and play. It's been all Leafs to start this one.
Yeah, and so far the other thing to look at is then neutral zone, and how do we regroup? Do we have our head up? Are we finding our outlets? And continue to be able to press it and get it back deep and get in our offensive zone and keeping the pressure going.
That's Hender. He'll center the puck. Merrick and Mink to his left and right. Dorfield and Stern on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move right to left. That's Stern, the Ankeny senior, the right-hander, sends it in, and the Leafs will dump and chase it. Mink in the corner, the first to engage. Taken quickly. Shoveling pass. Good feed by Hender. Wanted Merrick. Just missed him in the crease. Now Mason City able to advance it to the red line. Continue on, actually take the blue. Now chopped again where Hender goes to work. Stolen now, confronted and sent back in by Mason City. Resternal pirouette. Send it to Brooks Dorfield. Dorfield wanted Mink, unable to get it all the way through. Now tucked in just past Mink. He's unable to get there, and the blue line is gathered by Mason. Good forecheck by Mink. He's got it off the back of his blade. Still wraps around. He's in the corner now. That's the Hoover sophomore. Taken off the puck in the corner. Confronted by Zimmerman, chipped out of the air. The right-hander from Urbandale. He puts it low behind the net. On all fours now, scrambling where the Leafs, they're unable to get a good shot on goal, but have played a lot of hockey in front of the goaltender for Mason City thus far.
Yeah, and a good job just kind of keeping cycling the puck around, keeping it, getting it up on top and then get it back down deep, and we'll make some adjustments to be able to get the puck to the net.
Barton, Goodnow, and Zimmerman on the front line. That's Butler and Warwick on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice. That's Goodnow. Slot. Extra pass, Barton. Good look by Goodnow. Barton's shot was just high into the right. Now it's in front of the net again. Looking to pirouette, keep it in. It's Warwick. Low one on goal. Will bounce behind the net as the goaltender watches that to his right. Now it's up on the boards, actually. Butler moves up, engages. Zimmerman with his paw. Zim tries to send it in, caught traffic, unable to advance it. Now Butler lays the lumber on him, able to keep it into the zone. Where scrum ensues to the right of the goaltender. That's Zimmerman and Barton. Long scrum. That's Barton. That's Butler on net. Goodnow deflected that one into the net at the 14:02 mark. Hey, the ice is barely blemished in front of our own goaltender. That's a good sign.
It is a good sign, and as we're just continuing to be able to hold our blue line, get the thing deep, and kind of pinch and win those one-on-one battles. We got to continue to do those things. Just don't give Mason City a break where they get an opportunity to build any confidence.
Face-off just left and adjacent to the goaltender for Mason City, just outside the blue line. Hobbs, May, and Dunn on the front line. And that's Butler and Warwick on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move right to left. Just inside the blue line is Hobbs now. Able to keep in there. Hobbs, slot. Extra look to Dunn. And able to corral it. Now Dunn goes to work in the corner off the back of his blade. Dunn all the way to the slot. Plays it to the point. One-timer. Juicy rebound. Leafs looking to pick up the pieces. Still there. Chance. Front. Dunn swinging. This one chipped into the air. Now behind the net it goes. Gathered back of the blade of Hobbs. He tries to center it. Now it's trapped near and along the goal post by Mason City goaltender. He finally kicks it aside, but Butler has it on the wing, and now it caught traffic, and it's a one-on-one. Warwick will have to hurry. Slot, Chance. Caught Evans in the chest and the face mask. He's able to corral it. And Mason City's first shot of the game goes for naught. Defensive zone face-off to the left of Jack Evans coming up. 13-15 here in the first period, just underway.
Yeah, we just got to make sure that we watch, and when we're taking shots from the point, that we're not going right into the shins. We got to be lower accuracy because of those turnovers right there. Those could hurt you as the game moves on.
Sent all the way around the boards. For Hobbs and May on the front line with Dunn. Dorfield and Stern on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice. Not controlled, skated back where Mason City controls in amongst their own blue line. That's Dorfield. He sends it in. Confronted by Hobbs. It's stolen back by Mason City. As they're able to break the zone, they take the blue. Now they'll get the red and they'll take it wide. Battling in the corner in the back check is Stern. Forced off the puck by Merrick. Tapped head where Mink tries to get free. Fell one little tap short. Or the Hoover sophomore was off and running. Stern will play it back to the defenseman. They'll continue to play catch. This is Mink again on the prowl. Little fella from Hoover. Centering to Hender. Low one on net. Good rebound. Teed up on a step up by Stern. Confronted by Dorfield. Sends a hot one across the crease. Leafs look good. Stern caught traffic in front. Now gathered by the defenseman. They got another man loose here on the wing. Dance is broken up on a nice play by Dorfield. Now Dorfield's got it again. His stretch back pass to Merritt's on the money. He tucks one to Mink, and Mink looks from the wing. Mink, low one on net, kicked to the side by the Mason City goaltender. Confronted by Dunn. Kept in by Warwick as the Leafs go to work again in their offensive zone. 11:49 left here in the very first period in a scoreless game. Centering pass, a beauty, Hobbs. Low one on net. Snared by the glove of the Mason City goaltender. We're going to stop and play.
We're doing a good job of finding guys in some scoring lanes and having our head up and pressure in the puck and winning those one-on-one battles or those loose puck battles. And so we're just going to continue with that pace.
Offensive zone face-off. That's Hobbs in the draw. Controlled now to the point. They'll get it past the point. They'll continue to the red line where Warwick will confront, pick it up. Now Warwick looks to skate. He'll take the red. Now he's going to take it to the right and on the wide side. He's taken off the puck. Centering pass and a good one. Unable to get it through. Looked like he wanted Dunn. Unable to get Dunn. Now May confronts. Carnage and all. Sticks fired away. Dunn now in the corner back of his blade. Stops, looks, taken off the puck. Stolen by Mason City. Back in the corner, checked in nicely on the wing. Centering pass, Hobbs, it's a good one. Just missed the net. Dunn to Hobbs, almost had it. Butler with a good follow-up. This is going to get just all the way around. Not going to be able to keep it in. Now Warwick taps at it, and Mason City's loose, but good back check by Butler as he controls off the back of his blade. Here comes the big fella from Valley. The left-hander. Low one on net. Juicy rebound. Able to pick it up. May there, short side. Looked like he caught part of the goaltender's pad as well, and a good follow-up. This is Barton, the right-hander, in the corner. He's taken off the puck. Hobbs confronts. Now Barton's on it again. Sends it the corner behind the net to May. May, front of the net. Barton there. May stabbed and stopped by the goaltender at the 10:33 mark. Stop and play.
One of the things that hopefully that our Oakleaf players are recognizing is there's a lot of rebounds that are coming out into very high slot area that we don't get so tucked in and that we miss the opportunity for those rebounds. So somebody staying in that third guy high, being ready for the juicy rebound coming out, put it back on net.
Barton, Goodnow, and Zimmerman on the front line. Dorfield and Stern on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move right to left. Blue Breezers, white tops, gold numbers. That Stern rides his man in the corner. Barton looks to pick up the pieces. Stern continues to wrestle. The senior right-hander. Centering pass thwarted by Rockstar Dorfield with a good axe stick. Front of the net, good save. Point-blank save in front by Evans. Easily the best look probably for both teams to this point, Coach.
And what happened there was it got all the way back out to Mason City's defenseman, and that's when we were clogging the scoring lane. When it got to the defenseman, 2 of our forwards went out to cover that one guy. He was able to get to the net, and then all of a sudden now those rebounds or opportunities are there.
There it was, point-blank range. Good job by Evans, not panicking, staying sturdy on that one. Scoreless game still here in the first. Sent back into the corner with Stern, the senior, the right-hander from Ankeny. He'll look it over and quarterback it. Try it from right to left. To Mink, the Hoover sophomore. Tries to check it to Hender, unable to get there. Now he'll send it all the way back to Stern. Stern will try it again. Now taken and stolen. Centering pass, dangerously in front again. Evans forced to jump, smother that fluttering one. The 9:47 mark, stop and play.
Yeah, there, could have been a costly mistake there. We kind of shuffled back to get things going. I would rather see our defensemen back there, be able to rush the ice and get guys moving forward rather than just kind of taking one step and then trying to make a pass and then get intercepted.
Dunn, Hobbs, Warwick, and Butler are your 5 Leafs in the ice. Little slide over to the wing, and Warwick will gather it. Stretch pass and a good one to Dunn, just missed him. Now Hobbs is there, he hustles, unable to make it. Back comes Mason City. That's Butler on the red line. Now on the blue line, he looks to control. Back to his line mate, Warwick. Centering pass and chop to May. That's Dunn. That forced a turnaround. Dunn was just offside as that puck went across. They recognized it, got back, and they'll try it again. Leafs looking to gather themselves. Now Mason City with some space to exploit, and they do it on the line. Kicked aside by Evans. Hobbs loses it between his skates. Check now back to the red line. The back of May's blade will send it back into the offensive zone right at the 9-minute mark in the first in the scoreless game. Shots on goal say 9-4 in favor of the Leafs thus far. Big board 0-0. Right in front of us here, in front of the press box area. It's Tyler May. Now given up by the Leafs as Warwick will gather it now in his own zone. To Hender, tapped to May. May between his legs, now his skates. Slot, May. Stood down by the goaltender and sent where Hender gathers it. Hender off the back of his blade, now front. He's turned, he's taken on all fours. Butler looks to pinch, and here comes Mason City. Stern comes over, helps out, taps it ahead all the way to the red line. And back comes Mason City as they control it in their own defensive zone. It's Merrick on the puck. Taps it ahead. Where Mink will go to work in the corner. Sent all the way around as the Leafs get a wholesale change now. Mason City gathers it on their own blue. They'll stop and gather it again. Try to centering pass. Get their center going, unable to do so. Now the Leafs will feel it out and check it all the way to the boards where Mink has it. Shoveled back to the blue line. Neutral zone battles. Now controlled momentarily by Mason City. No one able to get a firm hand here in the last 2-3 minutes. See if the Leafs can turn the tide here. That's Stern. Stretch pass. He wanted Zimmerman. Unable to get it. This is Barton, the right-hander. The big fella, Barton. That'll find the seats in the back of the net and stop and play at the 7:27 mark here in the first period.
Yeah, we were attacked. We kind of set the tone. Now we kind of got back on our heels and kind of scrambled. And so we need to continue to get back and put that pressure on.
Offensive zone face-off to the left of the goaltender. That's Zimmerman. The right-hander from Urbandale. Tap said that's Barton. Behind the net he goes. The right-hander. Barton again controls to Zimmerman. Little give and go. Back to Barton behind the net. Back behind the net they send it. Now Zimmerman will try it on his side. Chipped into the air. Controlled by Goodnow. Centering pass to Barton. Awkward bounce. Unable to get it through. Now tapped on a good feed to Zimmerman. Zimmerman will use the point. Good catch by Stern. Threw it on net to the glove side. Just missed. That's Goodnow. Front back of his blade. That's Barton. He wrestles his man behind. Mason City able to control it and chip it off the glass. Kept in again by Stern. Now tapped in furthermore. Mason City goaltender has seen enough of that. Stop and play at the 6:36 mark in the first period in a scoreless game. Yeah,
we weren't giving Mason City any outlets and just kind of keeping it deep. But we were getting everything behind the net. We could never find anything, in front. And so Mason City did a good job keeping their sticks out, get bodies in there, not giving a good passing lane to get a good quality shot in front.
Hobbs right off the draw, still in front. Able to gather it and also skip over Warwick's skate and glove. He'll gather it on the red line. Play it off the wall to Hobbs, now stolen by the Mason City defenseman. Good pesky effort by May. Tries a tuck pass to Hobbs, just barely thwarted. Hobbs sends an aerial into the corner and actually off the net. We'll get another stop and play at the 6:16 mark here in the first period.
And right now, the Mason City goaltender, he's kind of an aggressive goalie. He comes out and challenges and plays the puck. And so goalies like that, give up big rebounds, and then that's when you got to just pick up that rebound, make that one little move, and then be able to have a wide open net.
Face-off won by Mason City, who's able to gather it and take it to the red line. That's chipped into the Oak Leafs bench. Another stop and play at the 6:10 mark Both these games kind of starting out similar.
Yeah, very close, and we just got to continue to kind of put our throttle down, keep after it.
Dunn on the draw. This is Warwick, the junior from Johnston. He'll control it in his own zone. Now he'll tuck it back over to Hobbs, and Hobbs will skate it to the red, now the blue. Hobbs, put one just over the goaltender's stick side and high. Comes all the way to the point where Butler confronts. Controlled and sent back to the red line where Warwick will gather it, send it over to his line mate, and back past the red line. Chopped head and a good play by Dunn. Now Dunn's chasing it into the corner. May gather the puck behind his net. Back in the corner they go. Mason City able to control it. Caught traffic in front. They're still able to break the zone. Now they got the red line with some speed. They're taking it wide. Kicked aside by Evans with the stick. Short side, no one there through the crease. Good pinch by the Mason City defenseman. Snapper on goal, glove saved by Evans. Be an offensive zone faceoff for Mason City, facing Jack Evans to his right.
You know, I'm hoping that, you know, our good, you know, setting the tone, our fast pace, and just getting things in the net doesn't catch us off guard in our defensive zone where we give up a goofy goal and get some momentum back to Mason City.
That's Hender and Merrick and Mink on the front line. It's Dorfield and Stern on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move right to left. Now free and easy is Hender. Chopper just missed the goal to the stick side and high. Hender found himself all alone in front of the net, and a good play by the winger for the Leafs to free him up. Unable to pay dividends. Best look the Leafs have had thus far. That's Hender again in the corner. Left-hander. Sophomore from Ankeny. Mink joins the fray. Sophomore from Hoover. Dorfield low on net. Still there. Mink. Good look at it. Glove save. Nifty glove save there by the goaltender for Mason City. And if last game's any indication, Mason City has some pretty good goaltenders.
Right. Absolutely. And right now, you know, he's playing a lot better than what his statistics have shown. And he's being really, really aggressive. So the shot that we just took, you know, it's going to be tough to score from right there with him being so far out. He needed to have it low on one side or the other to see if we can get somebody back door or front door, just, you know, somebody on the side of the net.
Definitely playing above his numbers so far. Mason City goaltender has been pretty good in both games. It's early, though. It's Mink. Front. Chance. Able to gather it. Now checked into the air. Confronted by Merrick. Stolen by Hender. To Mink. One-timer. Caught traffic, the defenseman. Now they'll skate it. They'll take the blue line. Now they'll take the red. And wide to the blue again. Dances around. Chance. Slot. Low one on net. Unable to make it all the way there. Good defensive play by the Leafs to keep it from going any further. That's Hender. He's taken off the puck with confrontation. Mason City controls behind their own net. Screamer all the way around, pinched up nicely. And a good play by the Leafs. Now it does escape the zone. Both teams looking to win those neutral zone battles, Coach, that you like to talk about. You got a whistle and a stop and play.
Yeah, and that's where you have to win. You have to win that neutral zone. You know, get the puck to turn over, and then it's all about the regroup. You know, can you regroup the puck and get our forwards to come back, and then be able to get them going forward on a pass, so all the momentum's going back in, so then you're able to get that thing deep. And so it's all a timing thing to win that.
Draw comes to the left of Evans. Sent up to the glass and kept in by the defenseman for Mason City. Stolen by Tyler May. Now May will take it to the blue. Stretch pass, he wanted Hobbs, unable to get Hobbs, and back comes Mason City again. With a guy streaking down front. Tucked behind Warwick's back as it kicked back in the corner now by May. Leafs look to break the zone. Extra pass by Mason City is thwarted. Stopped by Hobbs. Now Dunn will take it, and Dunn's got a chance along the right wing, and he's got a slot. An avenue, Dunn. With a good rebound. Kicked into the air and into the net.
We'll see if they actually count that one, because he had a kicking motion and went off his knee, and it looks like they waved it off, and they're going to have a face-off here in the offensive zone.
Yeah, it was Dunn that found himself free on the right wing. Put a shot on goal, then fouled it up. And he's showing a kicking motion himself. They're going to call that one off. This will remain a scoreless game at the 3:04 mark here in the first. Hobbs will send her the puck to May in the corner. Unable to get there. Good pass and outlet by Mason City. Shot right in goal. Evans lets that one trickle to his left. Centering pass again, dangerously in front. A couple of good chances there by Mason City. Now we've got a whistle and a stop and play.
Yeah, there's a high stick by Mason City, so it'll come all the way down into give us an offensive face-off. But going back to the goal, we had a kind of a goal similar to that in the JV game, which counted because that came off the body. There was no kicking motion or hand motion to put that one in. This one went off a knee with a kicking motion. That's the difference between the goal and no goal.
Good call, Coach. It's Andrew Wade explaining the difference between those two. And Dunn was, in fact, showing a kicking motion of his own as the whistle blew on that one. So no call, no goal, 2:28 left to go, scoreless first. That's Barton. That's Zimmerman working below the net. Stolen now by Mason City, dangerously in front of their own net, able to control it. Now put another one right on the blade to the red line. They'll tap it in just through the outstretched arms of Butler. To the wing. Now to the point. Low one, tipped. The beauty, still there. Into the corner they go. Sent behind the net. Butler will be the first to engage, the big fella from Valley. To Zimmerman. To Barton. Barton slot. Shot just went wide into the glove side. Good no. To the point. Plays it to Dorfield. He'll circle and gather it again from the red line. Dorfield stretch pass wanted Zimmerman. Leafs will get another wholesale change. 1:40 left in a scoreless first period. Mason City, Des Moines Oakleys, Wells Fargo Arena. Back comes the men in black, Mason City. It's Dorfield. A control behind the net and sent into the corner. Be a foot race to the puck. Defenseman pinches, taken off the puck on a good confrontation by Stern that frees up Mink, and here comes the sophomore from Hoover. Mink still there. Finally makes it all the way to the net. The Oakley, or where the Mason City goaltender will smother and will get a stop and play.
Yeah, good battle by Mink. Trying to do everything he can to create some separation, and then he was trying to use his body to get some to be able to cut in front of the net. Wasn't able to do that, so he tried to escape out of it, and then just lost an edge a little bit. He wasn't able to get a high quality shot.
That's done. That's Hobbs. Wanted May with an extra pass, unable to get there, and Mason City's able to break the zone. They take the red, now the blue. All the way on net, just over the outstretched arms of Evans. Into the corner they go. That's Dunn. He dances. He's free. Dunn, the left-hander. Shot just to the left side and high of the net. Dunn's found himself loose here a couple times midway and late through this very first period. Still a scoreless game. Now stolen by May. May's going to take it in. May with a look, centering pass. Just missed his man Hobbs. Mason City able to grab it. Now they've got numbers and a slot chance of their own. Awkward bounce into the corner. Tapped on further along by Stern. Gathered by Hobbs. Only 26 seconds left to go here in the very first period. Scoreless game at Wells Fargo. Now the Leafs give one more ditch effort. Warwick, slot, chance. That caught the defenseman. Escaped the goal into its right side. Now to the point. One-timer, low one. Rebound there. Butler stepped up. Warwick had crashed from his defensive spot. Get a stop and play with 10 seconds to go in the first.
So some good quality scoring opportunities, but then on our back end, we had an odd man rush going against us because of just some miscommunication, and I think that's we got to clean up between now and the next period. Is just our communication of number of guys going to one person.
It's done on the draw. That's Hobbs. Stolen from Hobbs just inside the blue line. Now Mason City goes to work, and they got an avenue to exploit. Knocked down by the blocker of Evans. Kicked that to his right as the first period comes to a close in a scoreless game here at Wells Fargo Arena.
Yeah, and right now, that one thing we need to do is clean up our communication. There have been, a handful of times where, Mason City has the puck, and we're sending two guys after one guy. It can't be that. You have to have communication. You have to have faith and confidence in that one guy taking that guy, so then we don't open up any other holes into our defense. And so we got to clean those things up and then come back and do the same offensive pressure that we've been having against Mason City, and those good things will happen. We're just misfiring on the net, and we're misfiring, finding our passes in front, and then just looking for rebounds on an aggressive goalie.
So just like that, the first period comes to a close. Scoreless game here. We'll get a scrape, get back for the second and third period. This is Des Moines Oak Leafs hockey. Here we go. Second period. Oak Leafs, Mason City Mohawks at Wells Fargo Arena. Scoreless first period. Game of ebb and flow, Coach. Could have went either way because of these goals.
Absolutely, and we need to get things going right away. You know, we got to put the first one in. We don't want Mason City just kind of hanging around. The more they hang around, the more confidence they get, and then it gets down to where we were last game, where it's one mistake here or there, and that could be a costly mistake and a difference in the game. That is a must. I don't like saying must win, but it's a game that we should win. And 2 important points especially when it comes down to the end of the season, when you kind of look back on things for seeding for the end of the year tournament.
We'll switch it around here. The Leafs will go from left to right. Dunn, May, and Hobbs in the front line. Butler and Warwick on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice as they move left to right. The goaltender is Jack Evans. 13-8 shots on goal in favor of the Leafs. This is a 0-0 game as we start the second period. Tapped into the corner now, controlled by May. Wanted Hobbs. Unable to get him. This will trickle to the blue line, and Mason City will skate it to the red. Now take it wide. Throw one on net to Jack Evans. He'll glove save it, stop it. At the 16:40 mark here in the second period, scoreless game.
In Mason City, they're gonna put bodies in the scoring zone in the house, like I like to call it, and they'll put 4 guys down in there. So it's going to be tough to just be able to walk through in the slot and be able to get shots off. So they're going to have to use everybody and kind of spread things out.
Stretch pass by Warwick is going to come right on goal. Now gathered, and the Mason City goaltender thinks better, and he'll stop it himself. Get an offensive zone face-off this time at the 6:32 mark here in the second period, scoreless game. Same trio on the front line. That's Hobbs, Dunn, and May. Warwick and Butler on defense as your 5 Leafs in the ice. Slot, Hobbs. That one right over the goaltender's head. And the draw won by the Leafs, and Hobbs had a look. Behind the net, short side by Dunn. Now Butler steps up. He'll tap it into the corner where Hobbs will gather behind the net. Centering pass by Hobbs off the back of his blade. That spent some time in the crease. Butler now, one-timer, juicy little rebound, still in front. Just barely escapes the outstretched arms of Hobbs and in duress. Mason City will flip that one off the back of the blade. And in the stands in front of us, we'll just stop and play.
And as you notice, when we get the puck down, below the dots, Mason City's just crunching down. They're playing below the tops of the circles, and so our defensemen are going to be open, and so we need to be able to utilize Warwick and Butler and get them in the offensive flow of things to really spread Mason City out.
Hobbs on the draw. May gives chase behind the net for the Mason City. Giving up to Dunn. Chance, short side. Glove save. Close shot from glove save for Mason City. Dunn found himself open in the slot.
Right there we caught Mason City just kind of out of sort a little bit there, and able to find just a little bit of opening and be able to create a shot in the short side there.
Hobbs will take the draw to Dunn. One-timer. Rebound in front. Same result. Saving a stop and play. 15:54 here in the second. They just keep running YMCA through the loudspeakers.
Right, but we just got to continue to do the same thing we're doing here. Is win the face-off and continue to be able to get a shot and see if we can't get some type of misdirection.
Kept in by Butler. Low shot on goal. It chipped high off the glass behind the goaltender for Mason City. Trapped into the corner by Hobbs. In front, Butler. Good spot for him. Low one. That went to the glove side and low of the net. Now Hobbs controls it again. Hobbs still there. Hobbs still in front. Centering pass and a beauty. Boy, Hobbs well wheeled and dealed and bought. Set up Dunn in the doorstep, and just like that, the Leafs take a 1-0 lead at the 15:31 mark here in the second period.
And so, we did a good job there, acting like we're going to take it behind the net. The goaltender started to open it up, but then it was something that just came out front. It was a quick shot, right through the 5-hole of the goaltender. So, huge goal, huge momentum for the Oak Leafs. Now just win this faceoff, get it back deep, and do the same exact thing.
Good composure by Hobbs. Bought enough time. Fainted like he was going to go behind the net, then shoveled one to Dunn. He did what he likes to do, finish one. The Leafs lead 1-0. Leafs on the board, 1-0. Much needed goal. See if they can tack one on here. That's Dorfield. Wrestles for the puck in the corner. Centering pass by Mason City. Now they step up and they poke it further into the zone. Stern high off the glass. Merrick unable to grab that with his hands, and he'll have to try to chase it down. We'll get a icing and a stop and play, bring it all the way back this way. It's Merrick and Mink and Hender on the front line. It's Stern and Dorfield on defense, and Jack Evans is your goaltender. Those are your 6 Leafs on the ice as they move left to right. All white. Blue Bruisers, gold numbers. Play high off the glass by Stern. This one's going to go back and find that end line again. Get another icing call. Same result. Stop and play.
And Stern's just trying to get it high off the glass, getting that right touch just to kind of get in the space, use our speed in order to maybe catch Mason City, not be able to pinch us in. We're just getting a little bit hard off the glass.
Defensive zone faceoff. Music continues to come in and out. That's Dorfield. To Mink. Hender gives chase, just a little too far for Hender to gather. And Mink trying to keep it in. Got to get Hender back on side. They're able to finally get there. See if the Leafs can control. Chipped up in front in the air, right in front of the Oak Leafs bench. Now gathered by Dorfield. He'll send it to the left of the goaltender where they'll get a change. Mason City will attack from right to left. Taken off the puck on a forecheck by Barton. This is Goodnow. Shot right on goal and a stop and play at the 14:09 mark. Offensive zone faceoff for the Leafs.
The shot right there, and the goaltender's coming out. We need to recognize where his feet is. If he's outside that crease, good thing, just put it on the ice. And so he has to play with his paddle, or stop with his paddle. He's got to adjust to it. His left side leg to get a rebound to come out to one of our forwards that were crashing, because then it'd be a wide open net for that rebound. So shoot for a rebound.
Chip to the corner now. Warwick looks to pinch. This will escape the zone, and Butler will pick up the pieces at the 13:56 mark here in the second period. Leafs lead 1-0. Here's Butler. He'll take the blue line. They're giving up on the red. Sent back in by Mason City. Right on goal. Evans will poke it aside. Warwick to gather it. Look for Goodnow on an outlet. Just got past Goodnow. Barton confronts his man just outside the blue line, but the puck escapes all the way back. Well, Barton will gather it again. This is Warwick. The right-hander from Johnston. It's Goodnow. Chips ahead to Barton. That's Zimmerman. First to get there. Joined by Barton. Scrummansu's right behind the goal. Freed up by Barton with his feet. Centering pass to Goodnow. One-timer. Butler's there. All swinging. Dumped ahead again. Goodnow off the post. And that'll escape just between the defensemen. Good opportunity there for the Leafs, just unable to pay dividends as Goodnow's last shot found the post just to the glove side of the goaltender for Mason City.
Yeah, and that's all created by, Mason City getting down below the tops of the circles and our defensemen being wide open. Getting it back to them to put it on net. That goalie's coming out, and we had an opportunity. We just hit the post right there to be able to bury that goal.
That's Hobbs. Stern one-timer, low one. Kick to the right by the goaltender for Mason City. Dorfield sends a screamer through the slot. That Stern steps up. Stern behind the net. That's Hobbs. Centering pass, May. Glove save as he trapped it along the ground. The goaltender for Mason City stop and play.
Just couldn't get enough on that shot to do too much damage for the goaltender.
Music's very quick to enter and leave, I've noticed. Hobbs, centering pass. Thwarted by the Mason City defenseman. May unable to pinch now. Mason City's loose along the wing. Taken off the puck on a good play by Dorfield. Hustle overtook his man off the puck. Now Leafs scrum ensues to the right of Jack Evans. Hobbs has it. Outlet just a little long for May, but he chips it and continues on. All the way around the net it goes. Now gathered and sent to the wing. Dunn looks to pinch in front. May slot chance. Just missed the goal low into its left on the glove side. All the way to the point. Stern, one-timer. Caught the forward right in the shins for Mason City. Centering pass to Dunn. Dorfield pinches, unable to get there. Now May will control it right along the Oak Leafs bench. It'll actually find its way into the Oak Leafs bench, where I believe Robbie George is picking that one up, and he is. Good play by the coach.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be on your toes over there.
Yeah. Faceoff will come right at center ice, and Hender will take the draw. Merrick and Mink will flank him on right and left, and Warwick and Butler are your defensemen. 5 Leafs on the ice. 11:46 mark here, second period. This is Butler. To Hender off the skate. To Mink in the corner. They'll play it all the way back around where Warwick will pinch it. Send a low one on goal. Good tip attempt there by Mink. Didn't pay dividends. Butler just able to keep that in on a good effort with his paw and his stick. Confrontation by Mink, unable to take it in the rest of the way, and Warwick now will dump it just past the blue line. The Leafs will try to jostle something free along the boards. Now set, and they've got some opportunity here. Taken back by Merrick. Good back check, went and rubbed his man off. It's given up to Mason City. Now they'll play catch in the defensive zone. They look to cycle it. They're able to do so. But now picked up with a head of steam by Warwick, and he'll gather the red. He'll ask for the blue. He'll get it. Back of his blade. Centering pass to Hender. Just caught traffic before it got there. Now Hender joins the fray. Warwick's still there. Controlled and taken out of the zone by Mason City. They'll get to the blue line, now the red. Well, Butler will scoop it off the back of his blade to the incoming Hobbs. Now Hobbs has got some space. Now Hobbs got in front of the net. Now Hobbs dances. Stood down by the Mason City goaltender. Captain found himself loose. Tried the glove side high. Just didn't get enough elevation. Good save again by the goaltender for Mason City. That's a key one. 10-minute mark in this one. Checked up out of the zone. There's Dunn. Wanted man an extra pass. In duress, Mason City's going to send it all the way down the ice. Leafs looked really dangerous for a while there, Coach.
They did, and it was all because of, just being able to have a little bit of separation, being good on their stick. Hobbs' last rush there, he was able to split the defenseman without even being touched.
Yeah.
And that's, a breakdown in communication from the defenseman on Mason City's side. One guy's got an attack and the other one goes for the puck. And that's just a communication thing. So, but we need to be able to convert on those opportunities also. So, continue to work.
That's Hobbs behind the net. Dumps to Dunn, and they got it in. Nice. That's that same looking play.
Yeah.
Off the back of Hobbs' blade behind the goal, finds Dunn, who's poached in front. Just like that, the Leafs take a 2-0 lead at the 10-10 mark. That'll be done from Hobbs again.
Yeah, and that's a set play that they continue to work on, which is and it's all of a timing thing too. So and you got to believe that at practice they practice that piece of their offensive flow quite a bit to have that timing there.
Mason City wins the draw. They'll take it to the red line, but no further.
Goal at the 10-10 mark of the second period. Number 29, Ryan Dunn with the assist, and number 36, Carter Hobbs. And the assist to Tyler May, number 3. That's 29 from 36 and 3.
Dunn scores the goal with the assist from Hobbs and May. And the Leafs take a 2-0 lead. 9 minutes to go, almost the midway point in this one. That's Dorfield to Stern. Stern to Hobbs. Checks it. To May. Leaves it for Dunn. Good passing by the Leafs. Front now kicked aside. Dunn again is there. Dunn in front again. Dunn wants Hobbs, unable to get there, but Stern just escaped his stick as he had jumped up in the slot. Tried to keep the pressure on. He'll go back and fetch it. The right-hander from Ankeny, the senior, take the red line. Now he'll take the blue. Sends it all the way around where Hobbs will confront. Hobbs behind the net. It's Dunn the first to get there. Stolen by Mason City. Stretch pass off the heels of their winger. Now they get one to their center, but it's not enough, and the Leafs got numbers if they hurry. This is Warwick. Warwick. He'll stop, plant, look. Shovel one across dangerously, bouncing awkwardly in front. Last effort by Barton there to get that one. That ball was bouncing, or that puck was bouncing on its heels, unable to control it. Now sent back down to where May controls it on the blue line, looking for something to develop. And he'll send it back to Warwick, and the Leafs will try it again from the red line. To May, and he'll dump it in on a dump and chase. Scrum right in front of the blue line as May's keeping it in with his stick and his feet. Just escapes the stick of Barton. Back comes Mason City on the wing. This will be sent into the net. Get a stop and play at the 8-12 mark. Right at the midpoint here, 2-0 Leafs.
Yeah, and right now what I'm really looking at is our, not our top scoring line, but our other lines, and seeing if we can't muster something from them, get on the scoreboard, because we're going to need them to be able to start gelling and put something in the back of the net. Because
23-8 shots on goal in favor of the Leafs. 2-0 on the big board. That's Zimmerman. Back comes Mason City through the slot. Stolen by Warwick. He'll skate it. Now he'll shovel it. Now they'll tap it to Goodnow. Goodnow will send it in on a dump and chase. It'll get behind the net. See if the Leafs can make something happen here. He'll come all the way to Warwick at the point. Low one in front. Kicked aside on the blocker. Step up by Butler. Barton will assume his position. Butler continues on. Now trapped in the corner. Butler. Centering pass. No one there. Kept in momentarily by Warwick. Now he's lost it. Gathers it again, controls it. Now he's split the defenseman and he's off and running. Now left on the blue line. Goodnow checks it back in. Being offside, Zim was just a little too quick to the blue line.
And going back to, talking about, your lines and kind of what their roles are, you got your top line, which is our scoring line. We all know that by the number of points and stuff that they've been putting up. You just want to get a little bit of stuff out of your second line. And my third line was always my checking line. Just, don't get scored on, but shut down their top line.
Defensive minded. That's Mank off the back of his blade. Found himself free.
And if you develop those things and that mindset, then every player on that bench then understands what their role is and how they contribute to the team, and that breeds a winning culture. Not every line needs to go out there and score, but you have a responsibility.
Right on. It's Coach Andrew Wade. Sent past the outstretched arms of Mink, just off the boards now. Mason City going to do a little work in their offensive zone. Dorfield's up to the challenge. It's Brooks Dorfield. Outlet pass to Stern, unable to get him. And Dorfield will gather it again and try it again at the 7-minute mark here in the second. 2-0 lead Leafs. Dorfield to Merrick, the right-hander, the junior. Left one just behind Mink, unable to get there. Now Hender's got his paws on it. He's trying to dance to the blue line. Got sealed off as Mink looks to keep it in. Now Mason City's loose along the wing. Low one on net. Evans stood that one down, kicked it to the side. Now they're on the wing again. Play behind the net. Caught the defenseman for the Leafs. Now front of the net slot. Wide open look here. Good late stick by one of the would-be defenders for the Leafs. Just keeping that one out. But they're there again in the slot. Evans kicks that one aside. Best rush Masons has had in quite some time. Scrum ensues to the right of Evans now as they freed up again along the glass. Sent all the way around the boards by Dorfield, and this will finally escape the zone. Good efforts there by Mason City. Their best looks in a while, Coach.
Yeah. And we're trying to do a wholesale, and hopefully we get recovered as Mason City had an opportunity to do a long stretch passing and maybe get another break.
Unable to exploit it. Now the Leafs are able to pinch it back in their own zone. This is Tyler May. May, right on net. Right off the glove side, trickled. May with behind it again. Back of his blade. Tyler May. This is Hobbs. Centering pass to Dunn. Right through the crease. It's Warwick. Turns and shovels it back. This will go all the way back behind the net, and Hobbs will be the first to engage. Sent quickly to the wing. Stretch pass now thwarted off the skate of Dunn with May crashing. 5:53 or 5:33 left in the second. Stop and play.
Yeah, so, as you kind of look at, as we're evolving through our lines and those type of things, we just need to make sure that, we're continuing to put pressure. I liked, we're starting to get our defensemen into the play. Our defensemen are trying to get into the offensive flow of things also.
Taken to the blue, now the red. Mason City goes to work in the offensive zone behind Evans. Warwick the first to engage. This Warwick off the front of his blade, the right-hander from Johnston. Still battling. Junior sends it to Hobbs, the senior captain. Hobbs, stretch pass, couldn't quite get through. Taken now 1-on-2. Shovel one just to the right of Evans. He watches that one sail aside. Warwick will pound it to the blue line. Unable to take any further. Dunn as well. Now Hobbs forces it to the red. Mason City will gather it in their own zone. Check down by Dunn, and this one will get over the glass. Get another stop and play at 4:49 in the second. 2-0 Leafs.
I've been sitting here looking as we were doing our defensive zone. And I must be really old because I'm kind of old school on the whole block shot or shot blocking and the new way of them doing it, never leaving their skates. I always taught kids how to block shots by sliding with your shins into the shots and stuff like that. And it was one of the stats that we always took pride in is who had the most blocked shots and taken away any scoring opportunities because of it. That's a momentum changer for any team. If you sacrifice your body, for the team, it just excites everybody. And so there's opportunities that I see all the time. We could do that, and we pass it up.
Absolutely leaves a welt, but you're right. You gain the respect of your fellow teammates for sure if you're willing to do that. Front of the net, Dorfield put one on goal. It's good now. Loses track of it, but Stern's on the puck. Stern will send this one back in. Leafs look to dump and chase. Sent all the way back around. Makes it to the point where Stern keeps it in. Unable to get it all the way through. Front of the net, Goodnose there. Short side, Leafs. They got one to go.
That's exactly what we needed. We needed this line to be able to try, produce something offensively, put it in the back of the net, just continue to build some confidence and have that role. Because as we move through this season, we get into some of our buzzsaw opponents where our top line is going to be matched up with our opponent's top line. It's going to be our number 2 line. It's going to have to produce or do something that we can't just rely on. May, Dunn, and Hobbs. Night in, night out. So that's good to see right there.
Number 4, Ethan Zimmerman with the assist, and number 21, Grant Stern. That's 4 from 21.
Zimmerman scores on the assist from Stern. 3-0 lead. It's a good number right now. That's Hobbs on all fours. Glove save. Yeah, the Leafs did a nice job of crashing the net, and Zim was able to find that 5-hole and force of that on the way through. You're right. That was a good support goal there, and 3 was the number you're looking for,
yep,
Coach.
Absolutely. That's my favorite number to see on a scoreboard. Always a 3-goal lead is good, and then just getting to that magic number 3.
That's Hobbs. And pinched and kept in by Butler. Tyler May. Behind the net. Joined by Dunn. May and Dunn both behind the net. Kicked ahead by Dunn. Slid on by Hobbs. Glove save. 3:16 in the second. Stop and play.
And we've had some good movement with the puck in the last couple rounds or shifts here, where we're just able to move it and have opportunities to just increase our score, and so that continue to build this pressure and see if we can get another one before the end of this period, just so we have some carryover of momentum going into the third.
That's Hobbs. That's done. To the point. Warwick, one-timer, glove save again. With Hobbs crashing. May poised in front. Dunn moving as well. Leafs starting to feel it here a little bit.
Yep. And continue to do what they just did there. Get that thing down low. Get Mason City to stay down below the tops of the circles. Get it out to Warwick, but then get that shot a little bit lower, just so that it's something that we can handle.
Goal by Zimmerman to get it to 3 was a big one. Here's Butler. Tapped head by May, unable to control it. Back comes Mason City. Play catch from blue line to blue line, now stolen. And they got room. Along the wing, Evans will have to come up big. Close the 5-hole down. Good work by Jack Evans, DCG goaltender. Must be sent into the crowd. Breakaway attempt along the side. Jack cut off the angle, then cut off the 5. Stop and play.
Yeah, if we can just keep the score 3-0, if we can't get another one, if we can keep it to 3-0, that's a good score to go into the end of the period with. So that goal by Zimmerman is really, really, really big.
This Hender and Merrick and Mink on the front line. Stern and Dorfield on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move left to right. It's Dorfield. Try to get Merrick free. Gets it to Hender. To Mink. Mink in front of the net. Hender there as well. Good pinch by Stern. Keeps it in. He'll dance in front. Shovels. Mink. Behind the net. Checks it. Plays along the wing. So escape the zone on a really nice feed and a one-on-one. Broken up by Dorfield, sent to the side where Stern goes help him pick up the pieces. Takes his man off the puck. Now still there in front. Still in front dangerously. So escapes the zone. the 2:06 mark. 2 minutes to go left here in the second period. Leafs lead 3-0, getting icing and stop and play.
Well, that's a good job by Dorfield. Just get it out of front of the net. If he tried to make a player there, get a turnover right there, and Mason City getting a quick shot on Evans and getting a goal with only 2 minutes left in this period. That totally different game and mindset coming into the third period.
Draw one by Hender. Sent into the corner, now where Stearns got it. Tussle ensues to the left of Evans. Mink off the back of his blades, able to force it ahead. Now Hender's free on the red line with Merrick. Leaves it on the red line. Back comes Mason City, only able to advance it to the red. And a good pesky back check by Mink. That's Merrick. Mason City continues to push and into the zone. Dorfield, he's rubbed off the puck behind the net. Now gathered behind the net and in front of the net by Mason City. Stick by Merrick, able to keep it out of the zone. Here comes Hender. Given up just past the blue line, and back comes Mason City in a 1-on-2. They take it wide. Now they're in front of the net. Chatwell, what a move. Found themselves in front of the net on a nifty move. They beat Evans to his stick side and midway up. Quick tuck in on a nice play.
And that was a nice goal by Mason City. He took the outside. He's got body position, able to go, acting like he was going to cut across the net. Kind of did this backhand, back toe flip to then the right side of Evans. And so not where we wanted to be right now. We don't want to give up that goal, late in the period. Now it's just a 2-goal lead, and so different mindset going in.
Yeah, definitely a bigger difference there. Good answer by Mason City to keep this one intact.
Scoring for Mason City at the 1:14 mark of the second period.
This is May.
27, Nick Powell with the assist, and number 45, Jackson Wickman. That's 27.
Front of the net, Hobbs, off the post. Found himself loose in the slot. Good by Hobbs, move by Hobbs to jostle that free and find himself with a chance in the slot. Found the post. Going to whistle another stop and play. 45 seconds to go. Yeah, 3-1. Now it's only a 2-goal lead as you wrap going to that third, unless the Leafs can do something quickly here.
Right. And you really don't want to, 45 seconds is still time for Mason City to do something.
Yeah.
Where you don't want to erase your 3-goal lead going into the end of the period and make it just only a 1-goal lead. That's a whole different ball game coming out in the third period.
Draw one by Mason City behind the net. Play to the wing. Kept in by Butler. In front of that, Dunn dumps one off the back of his blade. This is May. May in the corner. Leaves it for Hobbs. That's Dunn. Circles, looks. Crossing route, Hobbs in the back door, unable to get it through. Good extra look by Dunn, just unable to pay dividends. 24 seconds left to go in the second period. Leafs lead 3-1. This Hobbs. Along the wing, Hobbs. Centering pass, Dunn. Good feed by Hobbs. Left-hander Dunn. Almost found the net. Stick side and low. It's done. May. Done. 7 seconds and counting. They'll have to hurry. Rubbed off the puck. Sent into the corner. To the point. One last look. 3-1. Leafs lead after 2 periods as Mason City answers the call late in the second period to make this a 2-goal game, competitive game.
You have a very competitive game. Now you're going in with only a 2-goal lead rather than a 3 with the late goal by Mason City. And so now it's just buckle down time. You're coming out. You don't want to give up another one where the momentum then goes to Mason City, and then you're really having it in a dogfight. One of the statistics I look at right now, the shots on goal 30-12. So the statistics go ask.
All right, here we go. Third and final period. Oak Leafs 3, Mason City 1. Late goal by Mason City made a game out of this. Looked like the Oak Leafs were going to pile one on, didn't it, Coach?
It did, and so on this period, we just got to get the momentum, take the momentum, and just have this be the greatest period that we've played today, going into Tuesday. So don't give Mason City a sniff of thinking they can crawl back into this game.
Hobbs, Dunn, and May on the front line. Warwick and Butler on defense. Jack Evans in goal. Leafs lead this one 30-12 shots on goal. Lead 3-1 on the big board. That's Warwick. It's Mays. He looks to force it out of the zone. He's able to get to the blue, but no further. Now picked up and gathered by Warwick. So he'll send an aerial in. This will come right on net with an awkward bounce. Be smothered, will get a stop in play.
Yeah, you don't want to give Mason City any life here. You want to, make sure that we got them surrounded. Anytime there's somebody who has the puck, you got somebody on them quick. Take away their time and space, get them flustered.
Dunn on the draw, chips it forward, goes behind the net where May's there. One-timer, he wanted Dunn in front. May again. Shoveling pass, good one, back of the blade to Hobbs, who had just entered the crease. Butler forced to scramble to send that one back, or it looked like Mason City might have had some numbers. 16:23 mark here in the third and final. Leafs lead 3-1. Here's Hobbs. To Dunn, to May. Poked aside. Gathered by Mason City. Can't get it out of the zone. Play another one. Juicy rebound in front. Dunn's there. Unable to get there, sent into the air and into the corner to the right of the goaltender of Mason City as May pinches. Good pressure by the Leafs to start the third and final. As Coach said, they need to play a big one right now. Centering pass, beauty Dunn. One-timer. Unable to get it. Leafs done some good work behind the net, below the net today. Some good extra looks. Now Mason City looks to wrestle it free from behind their net themselves. Butler able to thwart that effort, send it to the wing. Now tap furthermore. One-timer to May. May one-on-one, dances. Caught the defenseman in the shins, and back come Mason City. This will sail all the way back and around where Evans will watch it go directly behind the net. Stern will tuck it to his wingman. Hender confronts, pinches. 15-minute mark here in the third and final. Good pass right between the legs with Minks on it. Sophomore from Hoover. In the corner. Merrick joins the fray. Mink comes up with the puck. He's behind the net. Shoveling pass front. Merrick one-timer short side. Boy, Leafs have done some really good work behind the net on the offensive zone, haven't they, Coach?
They have, and Mason City on the counter of it has done a pretty good job of getting four guys down there right in front, making sure that it's not easy for the guys sitting in front to get a good quality shot off.
Yeah, 32 shots on goal, and a lot of them have been that variety, so you're right. Credit Mason City for stacking them in and keeping them out of there. 15 minutes exactly here in the third. I played to the blue line. They'll skate it on a 2-on-2. Play that one right on Evans. He'll glove save it. Good defensive zone face-off at the 14:50 mark.
So far, I like what we're doing as far as being able to keep the puck down in the offensive zone, making Mason City use the whole ice, trying to get some offensive opportunities to score to get that next goal. So hopefully we can just continue to win this battle down here in the defensive zone.
It's played to Hobbs. Draw one by the Leafs in the corner. Evans looks at it over his left shoulder. Now Hobbs will skate it. He'll take the blue. To Dunn on the wing. The left-hander. The senior leaves it for Stern. Aerial into the corner. The Leafs will dump and chase it in the corner. That's May. To the point to Dorfield. Back to May in the corner. Given up to Dunn in the corner. Now behind the net. Dunn surveys. The corner to Dorfield. Dorfield, one-timer, low on the net. Good bounce. Just came out just a little too far. Leafs look poised there. Hobbs shovels to Stern. Stern turns. Now it's caught traffic. Played an aerial out with Dorfield left to pick up the pieces and sock it right back in at the 14-minute mark. Here in the third final period, Leafs lead 1-0. May. They're giving up inside the blue line. Here comes Mason City. Unable to connect on any of their outlet passes. Pinched down by Butler. played now further more into the zone where the Leafs give chase. It's Goodnow has just entered the Knoxville race car. Poked ahead. Numbers if they want it. Slot chance. Oh, just missed. Zim on that short side. Zim back to Goodnow. Goodnow to the point. Warwick. Tapped into the air and off the glass. Good pressure by the Leafs. That's Barton. To Butler. Butler out of the air. Goodnow looking to deflect it in. Little top-down hockey. Played furthermore. That's Zim behind the net. The Rivendell sophomore, Zim again. Got the third goal in this one. Zim wanted Barton along the wing. Butler presses up. That one steams through the slot. Able to get there. Warwick to Butler on a good extra pass. Butler, low one. With Zimmerman crashing again. Looks like the Leafs got something going on here. That's Warwick. Plays all the way across to Barton. Barton wraps one to the stick side. That's Warwick again. Leafs very busy. That's Zimmerman. To Butler on a good look. Butler back into the corner. Pass Barton and over to Zimmerman. Tipped ahead to Goodnow. A lot of hockey being played in the offensive zone for the Leafs. 12:37 mark. That's Zim. Wheels. Back of the blade now front. Zim. Surveys. Leaves it for himself. Now plays it back to Goodnow, who joins the fray. Now Goodnow with the puck. One pass to Barton and a good one. Quick pass from Goodnow to Barton. Almost had something. A lot of pressure by the Leafs. Front of the net. Back of the blade to Zimmerman. Able to get there. The feed by Warwick. Leafs all over it here at the 12-minute mark in the third and final. That's Goodnow. To the point to Butler. Tipped in front. Still there. That's Goodnow. Tries to get to the point. Butler keeps it in. The Leafs aren't done yet. Good shift right now when the Leafs needed one the most. Under 12 minutes left in this one. That's Butler. Butler on the wing. Continues. Centering pass. A beauty. Barton tucked it in. Good play by Butler on the pinch to Barton in the slot. 4-1 Leafs.
And you knew this was just going to be a matter of time, just for what was going on. They got Mason City to start kind of running and getting out and kind of chasing the puck. It could never get control of it to get it out. And so the Oakleys did a very good job of just continuing to cycle it around, using everybody, using all parts, behind the net, up top, getting everybody involved. So that was a whole line group goal.
They wore them out is what they did.
Yep.
Man. Dominated.
47 mark of the third period. Number 25, Hunter Barton with the assist to number 33, Levi Butler. That's 25 from 33.
That's Barton from Butler. As Coach said, those five had their way for, seemed like the better part of a minute and a half. It was a long shift. Mason City now goes to work on their offensive zone. Tapped ahead to the point. Kept in along the wing, but socked out by Mink. Mason City will pick up the pieces inside their own blue line and shovel it to the blue, now the red. Crossing route, they get their man in the blue, and they'll continue to cycle and move forward. 4-1 Oak Leafs lead, 11-minute mark here in the third and final period. Last goal coming from Barton with the assist to Butler to give it that magic number, that 3-goal lead. That's Mink. Wrestles with it behind the net. Taken from Mink, now sent to the wing. Now escape the zone, come all the way back down. We got a whistle and icing and a stop and play.
You know, another thing that goal was good for was it wasn't our made, done Hobbs line. It was, you know, our number 2 or 3 line, and be able to work the puck like they did. You know, just continues to build that confidence of that line and be able to do good things, rather than it's just always being made, Hobbs, and done.
Got some others on the board there. Tapped into the corner. In front, that's Hobbs. Centering pass and a good one to Dunn. Just missed. To May. So escaped the zone. Butler had the assist on the last goal. Levi. Juicy one in front that the Mason City goaltender will think better of. He'll smother it. Stop and play an offensive zone face-off at the 10:21 mark here in the third and final.
So I think that, you know, Oakleys came out, you know, taking control of the third period, just exactly what they needed to do, get another one up on the board, get a little bit more breathing room, get that momentum to continue on in our direction.
Dunn, Hobbs, shovels one on net. Thrown into the corner. Another one in front of the net, dangerously. Leafs get another offensive zone face-off. Yeah, they've really come out in the third period and laid it on them.
You know, 7 minutes into this period, and Mason City hasn't been able to muster a shot on our goaltender yet. So
nothing going on in
nope.
there. Look at, not even a scar on the ice in the defensive zone for the Leafs. Wark dumps it in. Here comes Mason City as they'll escape the zone. Tapped ahead. Now they do enter the offensive zone. Good back check by Dunn. He'll take it to the center of the ice. And he'll continue with it. He'll drop it for Hobbs. Hobbs will find the slot. Now finds the open man. One-timer. Sent to the wing. This will escape the zone. Warwick will pick up the pieces in his red, now his blue. To Butler. Tapped ahead to Dunn. Sent in. Butler keeps it in momentarily. So does May. Now Mason City will actually dump it in and dump it chase at the 9:30 mark here. The last period. Gathered quickly by the Leafs, but kept in on the point. Shoveled in front. Dangerous rebound. Still in front. Evans forced to scramble. Two quick saves on the near side. Active stick finally gets it out of the zone. They're able to poke an aerial out of there. Now they got numbers. This is done. The lefty. One-timer, May. They got him. Looked like May chopped in the Dunn rebound. Are they talking about this one, Coach?
I don't think they're going to. I think it was just kind of a ricochet off off to the right of the goaltender. It may have went in off a skate, but was no kicking motion, and that should be a good goal.
Dunn on the wing, set one on net. Looked like May got the last hand on that one.
Number 3, Tyler May with the assists. Number 29, Ryan Dunn, and 36, Carter Hobbs. That's 3 from 29 and 36.
Barton, one-timer, caught the post. That's Zimmerman. Goes to work in the corner. Played to the point. Kept in nicely. One-timer in front. Rebound. It's Goodnow with the last shot at it, unable to get it through the defenseman. Barton now gathers. Wraps it back around to Goodnow. Goodnow in front, slot. Goodnow. Glove save. 8:36 mark here in the third and final.
I think that might have been our third post of this game.
Yeah.
And then I think the JV, we hit a couple posts there too. So, I don't know if the players at practice are playing the post game or not.
Right.
They can play a different game.
Like the inside the post game.
Right.
It's Barton will center that one. It's Goodnow and Zimmerman at wing. Stern and Dorfield on defense. Now we got a one-on-one with the Rockstar. Slot. Glove save Jack Evans. Defensive zone face-off.
Yep. Good job by Dorfield just to take that one-on-one and force the guy to the outside, get him out of the scoring lane. Makes it a little bit easier for Evans to make that save. So good job by our defenseman.
Spartan will take the draw to the left of Evans. Won by Mason City as they send it all the way across the ice where Zimmerman looks to control. Zimmerman will take the blue. Now the red. They're giving up on the blue. Back comes Mason City. They try to stretch, unable to get there. Stern will go corral this one. We're at 8 minutes exactly left in the game. At least with that 3-goal lead, they lead 4-1. 42 shots on goal compared to 15 for Mason City. And the Leafs look really good, especially here in this third period. Kept in by Goodnow. It's Dorfield. Barton swings at it. Kinney enters the fray. And Mason City will control from behind their own net. Play to the point. Well, Butler will control it. Butler to Warwick. Warwick will stop and turn, pirouette. Now skate it. Crossing around a good one. Extra feed to Kinney down the center of the ice. Kinney wrestled off the puck in the corner. Now aerial comes where Warwick's able to keep it off his glove. Send it furthermore in. Where Cooker gives chase. It's Kelty as well. Butler. It's Warwick. Right-hander from Johnston to Cooker. He'll send it behind Butler into the zone. Leafs look to regroup. The neutral zone, 7 minutes exactly. In this one, 4-1 in favor of the Leafs. Confronted on a big hit by Butler. Tapped further into the corner where Kelty goes after it. Able to advance it. Now they'll come all the way back down where Warwick will snare it behind its own net. And the Leafs look to quarterback it and take it from right to left in Blue Breezers' white tops, gold numbers. That's Warwick. He'll skate it. Warwick still with the puck. Behind the net he goes. Still there. Warwick now made a full survey of this ice, and he'll continue to do so. Still Warwick. And on all fours, snapper, glove save, stop and play. 6:25. Warwick had the puck for 12 seconds, I think.
Right. Just kind of taking it from one end to the other and just kind of rotating around. Nobody was really putting pressure on him to knock him off the puck. Continue to be able to see if there was a play there, no play, put it on net, see what happens.
It's Hender on the draw. Stern. Played all the way around. Confronted by Mink. Dorfield. One-timer tipped awkwardly by Merrick. Got a stick on the Dorfield centering pass. The 6:23 mark here in the third and final.
It was a good job just throwing it to the net, and with Merrick in front, just getting the right angle on there, be able to just put it on net. Because if he would have had a stick on it, it would have went into the corner, but good job by the Mason City goaltender also just to stick with it.
Stern pinches. Mink in the corner. Hender joins the fray to the right of the goaltender. Tap to the wing where Stern's definitely pinching from his left side. Keeps it in. Now Mink's freed it up. Mink, front of the net. Wanted Merrick, a little crossing around, unable to get him. Dorfield on a good pinch. Mink in the corner. Back to Dorfield to play it. 5:47 mark. Dorfield, low one on net. Tapped out of the air by Hender. Able to control it. Mason City will finally escape the zone, at least get it to center ice. This third period has been all Des Moines Oakleafs. It's their best period of the game by far. By all accounts. Here's Dorfield. Tapped ahead. And sent in the corner just past the blue line. Hobbs controls. Dorfield wanted to catch Stern, who had left his post early. Now Hender goes to work on the corner in the front back of his blade, tucked in where May will gather it. Here they go behind the net again, centering pass. Pinch by McGrath, keeping it in. To Hobbs. Played to May. To Hobbs, he's dangerous back there. Turns, leaves it for Dunn. He's just as dangerous back there. Now he's got it again, below the net. Tries to wrap it, confronted. Dunn got the best of that one. They're able to finally escape the zone. Well, Michael will send it off the blue line. Tapped ahead by Hobbs, wanted to catch Dunn racing, unable to get him. Mason City continues on. Unable to get much on it. Played to May at center ice. 4:30 left in this one. Pinch by McGrath, stolen by Hobbs. And stolen back by Mason City. McGrath from the point. Glove save, stop and play.
And this is the type of period that we wanted to see the Oakleafs have. Come in, with 3-1 lead, get built to 5-1, dominate the period, continue, make this your best period as we move through this game and get into going into Tuesday. You want that good taste in your mouth of a well-played period.
Just to have more people involved here in this third period. Early on it was Hobbs and Dunn and May. Got the Leafs off and started more quickly, and just as coach asked for, we need some more out of those other two lines, and he got it. Into the third, and into the end of the second, into the third. 5-1 Leafs. 3 minutes to go in this one, 3:53 to be exact. Scrum ensues in the corner. Kicked ahead, now controlled by Barton. Barton plays one himself off the boards. Continues on. Unable to keep it in. Warwick will gather it on his own blue line. Set to Zimmerman. Zim enters. Sophomore from Urbandale. Taken off the puck just inside the blue line. Butler at the point. Another low one. Rebound kicked to the side. Unable to keep it in was Warwick. He'll try it again. Just not quick enough to the puck on that one. Stop and play.
Yeah, just continue to, 3:23 left. Don't give up anything. Don't do anything, crazy. Just kind of get that puck deep. Continue the pressure. Get it down. We've been doing a really good job of cycling the puck down low. Moving it out to our defensemen. Use everybody and get out of here with a W.
Mason City controls behind their own net. Play to the wing. Pinched and kept in by Warwick. Scrum ensues. That's Warwick. He taps it back to where Merrick controls, the right-hander from behind the net. Merrick, front of the net to Hender. Got part of a stick on it, just not enough to force it past the goaltender, and Mason City now will do a little offensive hockey in their own. Merrick first to the puck. Butler joins the fray. Mink looks to pull it free. Stalemate again in the corner. Scrum just to the left of Jack Evans. That's Butler. Play it to Warwick. Warwick on a good outlet to Merrick. Just off the outstretched arms, and Mason City will control from left to right in all black. 2:29 left in this one. Leafs lead 5-1. Kept in a nice play by Stern. To the wing it goes. Mink confronts. Hobbs enters the fray. Hobbs steals the puck. He's got it now along the left wing. Now he wheels, deals, buys, Hobbs. A lot of dirty work there and got his own shot from it. Now he's got the puck again. Starting pass, one-timer. Front, Hobbs. That was done, just missed a backhanded attempt. And a whistle and a stop and play. Looks like we're going to get a penalty with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Mason City with a high stick, and so now with a minute 58, we'll end this game being up on the power play. So get a little bit of work for our power play unit.
Yeah.
Here, just kind of a little tune-up and kind of move the puck, see if we can convert for another one. Not to run the score up, but just some work in.
Yeah, Ankeny Auto Body power play. Leafs. 2 minutes left in this one. 2-minute penalty. It's Warwick. Hobbs will jump to a defensive spot. Hinder moves into one of the wings. Dunn and May, those are your 5 Leafs in the ice. The Ankeny Auto Body power play. Hobbs. Dunn. Dunn spins, now controls. Now back to Hobbs. Hobbs leaves it in the corner for Warwick. Chopper, that's May crashing in front. It's Warwick on the wing. This will just escape the zone, they'll make all good. Back they come, that's May in the corner. Front of the net. Couple Leafs there, still there. Unable to keep it in at the 119 mark. Leafs looking to set it up. One more round here. 47 shots on goal now the Leafs have on the afternoon, compared to 15 for Mason City, as the Leafs look to set up the Ankeny Auto Body power play. It's Hobbs along the wing, behind the net. Tries to stuff it in and wrap it around. The 1 minute mark, we're going to stop and play.
Looks like we're going to give our second unit an opportunity to kind of work on the power play before the end of this game, which I think is a good move, just to get a little bit of work in.
It's Mink and Merrick and Cooker, Butler and Stern. You 5 Leafs in the ice in the Ankeny Auto Body power play. Under a minute left in this one. Leafs lead 5-1. Butler tried the 5-hole, just closed up. Good save by the Mason City goaltender. Butler had found himself free. So it's going to be a good win for the Leafs here. One that they had to have, and they pulled away in the third and final.
Yep, a good way to end this game and end the weekend and get ready for Tuesday night, which should be a lot of emotions and a good game going through for both the Caps and the Oak Leafs.
Merrick able to make it. There's Mink. There's Merrick again. To Butler, point. Just over the outstretched arms of the goaltender. Merrick tapped in front. Just missed Cooker's stick. This will just get past the blue line. 18 seconds and counting here. As Butler will corral this one. Wrestle away along the post as Cooker gets it to Merrick. And now to Mink. 8 seconds. One more shot here if Merrick can get it on. Still there. 3, 2, 1 with the Butler shot kicked aside, and that's going to do it. The Oak Leafs are going to come out of here with a 5-1 victory, taking care of the ones that they needed to. Threw away in the third and final period.
Yeah, and good job for them rebounding after that second period, kind of letting Mason City just hang around a little bit, but then just taking care of business and doing what we had to that third period and really dominating. I think we ended up with 49 shots total for the game. So that gave us 19 shots in the third period to Mason City's 3 shots. And so just a dominant performance in that third period.
It's hard to believe, but the next game is the Turkey Cup.
It is the Turkey Cup.
Tuesday night at Bucks Arena, the annual Turkey Cup. So be sure to join us as Coach says the emotions will be running high in that one. Hopefully the Leafs come to play. And then the Capitals square off in the annual Turkey Cup Tuesday night, JV, followed by Varsity. For Dan Kinney and Andrew Wade, we are out of here. Thanks for joining us for Des Moines Oak Leafs hockey. Leafs win 5-1.